Cancerians, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings, Tarot Readings from the Heart. So we're going to do your week ahead reading. Now you know the drill. We do the weekly check-in first, then we'll have a look at your work and your love as well. We hone the camera down on the cards after we finish the weekly check-in, and we have a look at the work and love. Okay, with that being said, guys, let's get on with your reading. Okay, Cancerians, let's have a look at who you are this week. You are, the Six of Cups. Okay. You know, when you're the Six of Cups, because you are the Six of Cups this week, and it would be easy to say some of you guys are living in the past, but for me, the Six of Cups is about close family or, you know, just close loving relationships. When you're the Six of Cups, you have such a beautiful, innocent, unconditional love relationship, because this card for me represents everything that is, it's probably one of my favourite cards within the tarot, because it represents everything that is clean about love, everything that is, you know, unconditional about love. There's nothing, it's not like a devil card, you know, where we love, but there are kind of chains and bonds attached to that love. You know, there's nothing kind of negative about this card, for me anyway, when it comes to love. I mean, I have seen this card show up for seduction, to be perfectly honest with you, from time to time, you know, in private readings for clients, but on the whole, when you're the Six of Cups, and sometimes when you're the Six of Cups though as well, you could be quite young and you could be quite naive as well. And I've seen the Six of Cups show up when somebody doesn't want to face up to adulthood, somebody doesn't want to, you know, live in the real world, as it were, because it's nice being a child, it's nice being playful, isn't it? When you're the Six of Cups, and you're one of these kids, you know, you're playing with whoever the other kid is. You're either the little girl or the little boy, Cancerians. But, you know, this is the card about being young and being playful and being quite innocent. And some of you guys might be that this week. You might be quite, you know, you might be going back to your youth if you're older. If you're sort of in your, you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, that type of thing, you might be going back to your youth with this Six of Cups. But also, if you're a Six of Cups, you can be quite naive as well, because the Six of Cups takes on a very kind of naive, childlike mentality. With the Six of Cups as well, though, you could be very close to your family, and you could be spending a lot of time with your family and with your friends and with those that mean the most to you as well, with the Six of Cups energy. What's the reason for this? Oh no, I mean, it looks really nice. It might be that you're kind of getting really close to your child, Cancerians, because the Page of Wands is a child. It might be a son for some of you guys, but you know, it might be some of you guys are being a lot closer, a lot more kind of emotionally invested, showing a lot more of emotional interest, and it might be because of a child here with the Page of Wands energy showing here. The Page of Wands is also about messages, communication. It's about excitement. Some of you guys, it might be with the Six of Cups, you're going back to the past. Maybe there's a message that's being received here. Page of Wands is a message, it's communication. Some of you guys might be going back to the past. Maybe you're going back to somebody in childhood that you know. Maybe somebody sends you a message here. Page of Wands energy showing up here. Or, you know, two cards representing children. Maybe this is, I know it's really cliche, but maybe it's just a week for getting back to your kind of inner child, as it were, or your childlike self. Just play, you know. And it might be that some of you guys, the Six of Cups, are showing us this because you are kind of showing up as being your more kind of infant self. Maybe this week it's all about play and exploration and just having a good time with the Page of Wands energy. What is your goal for the week? What goal have you set? What's the intention? Is the Three of Swords. Some of you guys, it might be to separate from an individual here with the Three of Swords energy. For some of you guys, Cancerians, the goal with the Three of Swords may be to express, to open your heart, because Three of Swords is also about opening up your heart. But on the main, it looks like it's about giving up and separating with that Three of Swords energy. What's the obstacle you need to overcome? The Moon. I feel that there are things here that you don't know about. I think that there are still secrets. There are things that are still hidden here that you don't know about. It might be that your intention for the week, your goal for the week, Cancerians, is to separate, is to cut yourself off from someone here with the Three of Swords. But it might be the obstacle you need to overcome is that you're not really in possession of all the facts, because the Moon is all about things that are hidden, secrets. So let's have a look at the next card, Cancerians. What could you be achieving by the end of the week? The Ten of Coins, fulfillment. Might be the fulfillment of the goal with the 10 of coins. You might be fulfilling a goal. Maybe the goal with the 10 of coins, because 10s are ending of cycles, so they're the fulfillment of their suit. Okay, so the pentacle is, and it just looks like as well saving money. So some of you guys, it might be, well, my intention is to separate from a place or a person by the end of the week. My goal has been achieved because I've saved enough money maybe with the 10 of coins to do that. Let's have a look at what is it you need to avoid. And 2 cards showed up for this area here. Ooh, the Ace of Swords and the Star. 2 really positive cards together is what you need to avoid. Now, the Ace of Swords is clarity, clearing. Now, you'll see on this card here that we've got clouds, and you can see the sun is just rising above the mountain top here. So this is clearing, is the Ace of Swords. The Star energy is all about cleansing, enlightenment and healing, showing up here. Okay, so when you get the Star energy, it's all about cleansing and healing. This is healing after a bad time. So when you get the Star, it's about achievement of goals, healing. It's almost like you need to avoid trying to clear, because the Ace of Swords for me is cutting away. And so you can achieve something with the Star energy. Because for me, you need to avoid trying to cut something away with the Ace of Swords energy. And the Star can be for something that is, I'm not saying that it's out of reach, but it's for something that may be out of reach, or something that might just be a dream or a desire at the moment, because the Star means a dream and desire. And if I were to look at these as being your avoidance area, which means you need to look at them a little bit more cautiously, it's almost like you need to avoid with the Ace of Swords cutting someone off or cutting something off for something that is only maybe a dream or a potential or a hope at the moment with the Star energy. That's how those 2 cards feel to me. Okay, it's almost like there's something here that isn't completely grounded itself yet, Cancerians, and you need to kind of, because it's really funny. This is why I think though that, and this is when we do these readings and then we get the other ideas for the cards, that's when I start coming back to other ones that I didn't really know what they were talking about. I think that you're showing as being a bit naive, to be honest. Sorry, I do. Sorry, Cancerians, I think you're showing as being a bit naive with that 6 of Cups. So now we go to the word naivety, which I mentioned before. I will throw out a whole host of meanings for the cards until I see the other cards, and then it says to me, yeah, okay, this is where I'm going to go now. I think you showing as being quite naive, childlike. 6 of Cups energy, because the theme of the week is about the Page of Wands. This is all about a new beginning. Okay. This is all about a new beginning. This is about a new creative venture. So you're naive because it's about a new beginning, new creative venture. Your goal is the 3 of Swords, and I think it is to separate from what you already have right now, Cancerians, this week. The problem is that you need to overcome, you're not in full view of all the facts. Okay. You're not in view of all the facts. That's the obstacle. There's a lot of things that are still hidden. It'll be that whatever this creative venture is, Cancerians, that you guys are quite, I'm sorry to say, quite naive about with that 6 of Cups. Okay. Whatever this new creative venture is, Cancerians, with that Page of Wands energy, it's not all it's cracked up to be. Because you've got the Moon as the obstacle you need to overcome. There are things that are being hidden here. Alright? And what your intention, your goal is to cut yourself away from something here for something that is new. The Page of Wands energy, whether it be a new job and, you know, a new business or a new relationship with the Page of Wands. Page of Wands could be a person here. Charming, charismatic. But I think it's more of a creative venture, because what you could be achieving at the end of the month, at the end of the week, sorry, is saving your money, having enough money maybe to invest in this thing. I would say that you need to avoid, with this Ace of Swords energy, cutting away from what you already have for something that only has, or for something that looks almost too good to be true with the Star energy. It looks like it's got bags of potential here. Because with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords also references to cut away from something you already have or something that no longer serves you. That's what the Ace of Swords is as well. And the Star energy is for something that's amazing, something that might bring fame or might bring money. But at the end of the day, it can just as much be about an illusion can the Star energy. It can be about, you know, something that's out of reach. For something that's out of reach, or something that's not really in reach, potentially with that Star energy, or for something that looks amazing, you know, with the Star energy. I think there's something that's presenting itself to some of you Cancerians, and you're kind of, oh yeah, oh, I'd love to go for that. But if I'm going to do that, then I need to cut away from that. But you're not in view of all the facts, because the moon is your obstacle position. All right, that's what you need to overcome, is that you don't have all the information here. And you need to avoid kind of cutting away from what you have, with that Three of Swords being your goal for the week, and the avoidance area being the Ace of Swords. You need to avoid the Ace of Swords for, you know, something that looks really good, but you don't really know whether it is or not, you know. Something that looks really good with the Star energy, something that could bring, you think that could bring you fame or something like that. I mean, the Ace of Swords isn't reversed. It's not to say it's false. So therefore, I'll take the line with the Ace of Swords and say, well, it's cutting away. What do you need to embrace? The Nine of Cups, though. So the it's really funny your reading is, but the Nine of Cups is a wish fulfillment card as well. I feel that you need to embrace that your wishes are going to be fulfilled nevertheless. But I don't know whether it's going to be through this particular avenue, because the Nine of Cups is all about wishes being fulfilled. Embrace that your wishes will still be fulfilled. But I just feel that that Star and the Nine of Cups, they're both the same thing, but the Star is the major arcana. So sometimes the Star is for, you know, a big dream or a big hope. But also the Star can be out of reach as well. So when you get a Star card, it can mean for something that's out of reach. So you need to avoid kind of cutting yourself off from something for something that is out of reach, or cutting away from something here, or cutting something out of your life with the Ace of Swords for something that is probably out of reach. With that Star energy, it's not particularly viable at the moment. But embrace that your dreams will be achieved with the Nine of Cups. You will achieve your dreams, but I'm not sure whether this avenue that you're going down, Cancerians, is the right one. If you need advice and support, where can you go? I think you need to go to someone who's come off the worst, because the Ten of Swords is somebody who's been stabbed in the back. So for me, with the Ten of Swords, you need to go to things like review sites, because this looks like it's a venture, a new creative venture that somebody's asking you to invest in, Cancerians. That's what it looks like to me. All right, it looks like to me it looks like it's a new business, because Page of Wands would be a new creative or a new business venture. That's what your Page of Wands is. And you're showing as being a little bit of naive. There's a bit of naivety with you, because you want to cut away from something that you're doing at the moment. Three of Swords energy. But you need to overcome the obstacle with the moon, that you're not in view of all the facts. You don't know everything yet about whatever this Page of Wands is. You don't know everything about that yet. What you could achieve is probably saving enough money to invest in whatever this thing is by the end of the week. I wouldn't do it, because you need to avoid Ace of Swords energy. And also, of course, the Ace of Swords is a pen. Forgot that. Ace of Swords is a pen, so it's a signature. Writing, yeah? So signing something, yeah? So you need to avoid probably signing on the dotted line for something. The Star energy can also be the illusion card. For something that is probably a little bit out of reach, and probably a little bit of an illusion as well with the Star energy. Stars can be an illusion. They can also be out of the reach, because they're like this big, massive wish, hope. But we never really know whether it's in reach or whether you can truly get to it. And if you look here, see the Star is right behind her head. It's not even anywhere near in reach for her. So, you know, and also the Star is vulnerability. So if you look at the sword, it's sitting right in front of her naked body. I think you need to avoid just being vulnerable, or allowing yourself to be vulnerable to hurt as well with that sword. Because the sword is hurt. Swords hurt. They cut. And she's got a naked body. So avoid making yourself vulnerable to something that's going to hurt you as well, I would say, with those two cards as well. Know that your wish is going to be fulfilled. But just, if you need advice and support, go to someone who's not come off very well. Go to those review sites, for example, if it's a business you found online or something like that. Go to somebody who can tell you that they've probably not come off very well through going through this particular business venture. It looks to me like it might be a rip-off. Something might be a rip-off here, Cancerians, and I don't think you should go for it. I think it's a business venture, and I think that people have been ripped off, and I think you need to go to those review sites and make sure that you're thoroughly looking at, you know, thoroughly looking at that information properly, because you're not privy. That's the obstacle you need to overcome. You're not in full view of those facts, and that's not good. That's not good at all. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hone the camera down on the cards, and we're going to have a look at this spread one more time. Then we're going to do your work and your love reading. Bear with me. Okay, Cancerians, so your cards are down. We're going to have a quick butcher at this again. I think that you guys are showing up as being somewhat naive this week with the Six of Cups energy, okay? When you're the Six of Cups as well, it's not just about being close to family and being caring and being genuine and all those things. It's also about being naive and thinking in the way that a child would think, okay? With the, with that Six of Cups energy here. It's all about a new creative venture. So I think that some of you guys are a little bit naive concerning a new business venture, Page of Wands energy. This could also be something online, okay? This could be an advertisement as well. Page of Wands is, because Page of Wands speaks, this is to do with advertising. So you might be a little bit naive concerning kind of like an advertisement for, you know, a business or to get involved. You know, like, for example, if you go onto YouTube, the adverts that come up, you know, oh, I made £10,000, £100,000 or dollars in a year running my online Amazon business, that type of thing with the Page of Wands energy. Something to do with new creative venture, something to do with online marketing or online, you know, advertising. It's something to do with that. Being a bit naive probably with that. Your goal for the week is the Three of Swords energy, and I don't know what this is, because Three of Swords could be to dispel the truth as well with the Three of Swords energy, because you're opening up the heart. So you're getting to the heart of the matter. So I'm actually going to change what I said to you before. I think that your goal is to get to the heart of the matter concerning whatever this business venture is, whatever this online marketing thing is with the Page of Wands. But the obstacle you need to overcome is that there's a lot of hidden stuff here. Probably especially in the contract, or, you know, in the footnotes, or whatever it is that you're looking at, whatever the business venture is. I think there's a lot of hidden stuff happening here that people that you don't know about, and that whoever this company is that's telling you about this thing, Cancerians, they're hiding all of this extraordinarily well with that moon energy showing here. What you could be achieving by the end of the week is the 9 of 10 of coins. I think this is saving money, probably to invest in whatever this online marketing thing is, online businesses. I think that you could be achieving saving enough money or getting enough money together to do that. Avoid the Ace of Swords and the Star. For me, there's a few meanings that I can look at for this card. And remember, you can read the cards in whichever way you want to read them. You just need to use your intuition. Number one, Ace of Swords, signing anything. Ace of Swords is a pen. It's a legal card. It's a legal card when you get the Ace of Swords. So this is like a legal, you know, contract, information, paperwork, that type of thing. Especially if you get it with the Page of Swords as well. But it's signing anything here with this Ace of Swords. I think you need to avoid signing anything here. Anything, the Star energy, because it might be that your hopes of gaining money or success through whatever this business proposition is with that Page of Wands could be out of reach with the Star energy showing up here. Stars aren't usually hazy, but they are definitely out of reach. Also avoid thinking with the Ace of Swords energy. Ace of Swords is also about new ideas and planning, okay? You know, this is all about planning. So you need to avoid maybe with the Ace of Swords energy, in a way, the idea that you're going to have, you know, stardom or fame or big money, or your dreams are going to be accomplished with the Star energy if you go on to this thing here. So if you spend your money signing up with this creative venture, this marketing, online marketing business, or whatever it is with the Page of Wands, it will be marketing, advertising, that type of thing. You're looking to invest your money in it because it seems like a good idea, but you're being a bit naive. The only reason that you're being a bit naive, Cancerians, though, is because you're not in full view of the facts. This company has probably hidden all the facts with that moon sitting in there. All right, and you need to avoid, number one, signing any documentation here. All right, especially if this thing is out of reach. What they say, it's like false advertising. And also with this Ace of Swords, you need to avoid thinking, because Ace of Swords is thinking of new ideas, thinking that you're going to achieve everything you want to achieve through the Star. Also, you need to avoid exposing yourself the star energy. She's naked, so this is exposing yourself to hurt. With the Ace of Swords, exposing yourself to getting hurt, to getting cut, because the sword is going on in on a naked body. So you need to avoid exposing yourself to getting hurt here, all right? And that would make sense with that card showing there. Just know that you are going to achieve your dreams. You're going to get what you want in the end, but I just don't think that this is the route. And if you need any further proof, go to the reviews. Find out as much as you can about the company with the Ten of Swords energy, because there's somebody here who's been damaged. There's somebody here who's been betrayed. There's somebody here that's been backstabbed by whoever this advertising company is. It looks to me this is a company that advertises online, and they're looking for naive people. Not being horrible, but they are Cancerians. And once they get them, they take the money, which is the Ten of Coins, and then they tend to disappear. And they don't give you all of the facts as well, because that's the obstacle you need to overcome is the moon. And also the obstacle of the moon that you might need to overcome is your fear. All right? But it's not because I see you achieving money by the end of the week. Okay? Because I think this is just something new. Because the Page of Wands would always be the new creative venture. It would always be that. For me, this is you achieving saving up the money, despite your fears, to go and invest in this thing. But you need to avoid exposing yourself as the star energy to hurt with the Ace of Swords energy. All right? Because the moon energy, you're not in full view of all the facts. If you need support, go to somebody who's been there and done it, and they've unfortunately, you know, bearing the brunt of all the scars, you know. They'll show you their scars. They'll show you who put this, you know, the man standing here is whoever runs this Page of Wands. This person was well and truly duped. So go to the reviews. Make sure that you get the full lowdown on whoever this marketing company is. Because what they say you can get is probably not what you get, okay? You probably don't get anything at all, because they take the money and they tend to run, or they just don't deliver what they say they're going to deliver. Cancerians. What's the advice you have for Cancerians in one card? Using the Guardian Angels advice cards this week. What's the advice you have for Cancerians, please, in this reading? So, Six of Action. That's the Six of Wands. Alright, so what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is well, that's interesting. Project is a total success. Bringing awards, promotions, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who can help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent and say yes. That's interesting, because it says something completely different. I don't think that this is something good to go for. I don't. It says that you'll have victory. The advice is this. I think that you need to embrace the Nine of Cups, that you will get what you want. For me, this doesn't, and I'm not trying to kind of make it all match up, but for me, this does not look great. It doesn't. Because number one, you need to go to the Ten of Swords for advice. This is somebody who's being backstabbed. For me, with the Ace of Swords and the Star, it's an avoidance area as well. I feel that you need to avoid exposing yourself to getting hurt. All right? And also, the obstacle you need to overcome. Yeah, it could be your fears, but I don't think it's that. I feel that this is hidden in. I think it's that, but I also think that you need to overcome the obstacle that you don't know everything. So this is almost like taking a leap of faith. This is almost like taking a leap of faith. And your goal is to get to the bottom of everything with the Three of Swords. But the angels are saying the advice is, you know, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success. I don't think it's this project it's talking about. What are you talking about with that Six of Action? You said the advice for Cancerians is the Six of Action. Why is the advice you have for them this week the Six of Action in one card, please? Because the Four of Action, Four of Wands. So your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home or the birth of a child. So the reason why you're having this victory is because you deserve to take a break. Okay, so it's saying here that this week the advice is, what a wonderful experience. Six of Wands, you're going to have success. You're going to have, you know, achievement this week, but it will be because you put a lot of hard work into a situation and because you now deserve to take a break. I still don't think it's on this. I don't know what they're talking about here, but I don't think it's relating to this reading. I think if anything, you need to embrace the Nine of Cups, that you're going to get what you want, but I'm not sure it's through this. And I think that these cards here are actually connected with this Nine of Cups here. All right, but this looks like it's a future thing and not necessarily the thing now. Now, for some of you guys, you might be experiencing amazing success now, but with cards for me like the Ten of Swords showing up here, the Moon showing up here in your overcome obstacle, and I don't think this is you. I mean, the Ten of Coins can be the card where you're getting lots of money. Overcome your fears, because by the end of the week you could be getting lots of money. But then we need to avoid. For me, this is avoidance. This is the avoidance. You need to avoid. The Ace of Swords is a weapon of hurt, and the Star is vulnerability. So you need to avoid making yourself vulnerable to hurt here, though. Okay? Embrace the Nine of Cups. You're going to get what you want. Your dreams will be realised and manifested. But if you need support, go to someone who's been hurt. Go to someone who's been betrayed, because they will show you the scars of whatever this thing is. For me, this is about you guys investing money rather than making it with this Ten of Coins energy. You could save enough money to invest in whatever that page. But to me, you look naive with this Six of Cups. It looks like it's naivety to me. So I think that these two cards are relating to this Nine of Cups area here. And it's saying, look, you know, embrace it, you're going to have success. And the advice is, what a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success. Know that this person is heaven set, the person that offers you help and assistance. Okay? Because, and it's all because of the Four of Wands, your hard work and sincere efforts are paying off. But I think it's in this area here. Alright? You might disagree with me, and you probably do. You probably say, no, Carol, this is all this. But this doesn't feel like, it feels like to me you're going to have this energy here. I'm not necessarily buying that for some of you guys. It's something that you're doing right now. All right, bear with me. We're going to get your work reading. Okay, let's have a look at your work reading, Cancerians. So, Two of Swords. Faced with a decision is the Two of Swords. Or sometimes this is where you're not seeing something. Two of Swords energy. The Hermit. Okay, so this is slow movement, the Hermit. But some of you guys, this is with the Hermit energy, there's a couple of things with the Hermit energy. This is withdrawal. So when you get the Hermit energy, it might be that you're either outside of a group of people, you don't fit in. It might be that you're wanting to withdraw from, you know, from a job. You're wanting to leave a job with the Hermit energy when that shows up in a work reading. This can also be slow movement. And you've got the Tower as well. So I just feel that you're faced with a decision here, Cancerians. It feels like your decision is about whether you withdraw and whether you stay where you are maybe, or whether you withdraw and leave. Tower is to leave a job, okay? So when you get the Tower, this is a shift. And what you're doing with the Tower is a very personal card is the Tower. You're making a decision to shift, to move. So whether you withdraw and, you know, remove yourself from the business, from the company, whatever it is, you've got a very important decision here. This is all about transformation, being at a crossroads with the Judgment energy. The Star energy showing up here. So this is rebirth, is the Judgment energy. The Star energy is all about inspiration. So for me, this is all about, when I get Judgment and the Star together, this is all about, for me, making a judgment. The Star energy is all about life purpose. And both cards can indicate to me a life. They're both major cards, Judgment and the Star. So when you get Judgment and the Star, this is like death. This is like passing through onto a new life. So this is kind of like, you know, when someone dies, these cards can indicate a death. They can indicate somebody who's passed over to the other side. So for me, with these four cards here, they're all majors as well. You are definitely faced with a decision here, I think, for some of you Cancerians. This is all about leaving a job. And it's a really, really important decision, because it's about, and I actually don't think it's just about leaving a job. I think it's about doing something entirely different to what you're doing right now. Because we've got the Judgment and the Star energy, and this is actually a passing over combination here. This card can show up when somebody has died, okay, with the Judgment energy showing up there, and they're passing over with the Star energy to a new life. There's a complete transformation here with both cards. And the Tower is breaking free. The Hermit energy is withdrawing. So withdrawing, breaking free from a job here. This is passing over with the Judgment and the Star energy to something completely new. Complete changeover, complete cleansing, complete transformation. Both cards indicate cleansing as well. I think that this is a really important week for deciding if you want to stay in a particular career or whether you want to go somewhere else. Some of you guys very much focusing on what you're... And also the Judgment card is about being called. So some of you guys being called to do your life purpose with the star energy, to do what you were destined to do with the star energy, showing it. And we've got another movement card. The Chariot is all about a new direction, taking a new direction, but also taking ownership of the direction that you're going in. Chariot's a movement card, so they show, again, moving from where you are as well. Let's have a look at the next. Yeah, we've got all of these cards. This is all about following your heart's desires with the Knight of Cups. So some of you guys are determined with the Chariot to follow your heart's desires with the Knight of Cups energy. Yeah, and there's definitely, oh my God, look at all these cards. Whoa, world energy again. It's change, it's ending of cycles. You've got the world and judgment as well together. Definitely the ending of the cycle cards here. All right, so this is passing over to another life. Again, this is judgment is the passing from one phase into the other. The world is the ending of the cycle and passing it from one phase into the other. And you've got the star energy here as well, which is all about your purpose. Okay, so being called to do your purpose here, the ending of a cycle here, following your heart's desires with the Knight of Cups energy, determination with the Chariot. So being very determined to follow your heart's desires. Okay, changing completely, a complete change of cycle. Completion is the world energy, and entering into a new life with the judgment energy in terms of work. Yeah, definitely move. These are all move cards, every single one of them. Knight of Wands, your ambition is the Queen of Wands. Your ambition with the Queen of Wands, Cancerians, is to move. And it's to move towards, it's to follow another life. All right, your passion, your ambition is to move to, and some of you guys, this could be abroad because you've got the world. And two cards that indicate travel are Chariot, Knight of Wands, and the world. All right, so I think what's going on here, we've got the Two of Swords. You are faced with a decision, some of you Cancerians, okay? The decision is the Hermit energy. This is to withdraw from where you are right now. Tower energy is to break away. It's to create a major shift in what you are doing right now. Some of you guys, it's about passing through into another life. It's about transformation. It's about being called to serve your life purpose with the Knight of Cups energy. You're very determined to follow your heart's desires. Some of you guys are. This is all about moving, probably for some of you guys, to another part of the world. So working in another country, for example, here. I think that some of you guys, your ambitions are to work in another country, to travel. The Knight of Wands energy to another country with the world energy showing here. Okay. And you've got two knights. Okay. One is at a slower pace, one is at a faster. But with the Knight of Wands energy here, he is extraordinarily determined. Extraordinarily determined to go into that world energy. So he is completely determined to experience something new with this world. Okay, he wants to see what's going on in the world. And some of you guys, I think that what's happened here is that, I don't even know whether you're bored with your job or whatever the case is, Cancerians, but I think that you are very determined, number one, to follow your heart. Okay, number two, it's to break free. The Hermit can also be slow. So some of you guys are determined to follow your heart. Some of you guys want to break free from the slowness, from the laboriousness with the Hermit energy off your job with this Hermit and that Tower energy. Some of you guys are being called to fulfill your life purpose with the Star energy and the world. The world is fulfillment and the Star is life purpose showing here. There's absolute transformation here. With the Judgment and the Star energy, you're passing through in terms of your careers to a completely different career. So I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't just working in another country. It's probably working on a completely different career. And I feel that for some of you guys, your ambitions are definitely to work, to travel to another country. Okay, some of you guys are being called now. Okay, with the Star energy as well. Some of you guys are being very much called to, to shine your light, to put yourself out there with the Star energy, to fulfill your destiny with the Star energy, to fulfill your life purpose. You're very much being called. It almost feels this week, guys, it's now or never time, because there's a lot of stuff a lot of changes you're determined to make, not just in completely changing your career, doing something that serves your own purpose, but probably serves others. I think also your ambitions are to completely move country for some of you guys. It doesn't have to be for all of you, but certainly for some of you, it's to move to another country, it's to emigrate for work, that type of thing. We're going to have a quick look at what the advice is on the work career section. I've got the career card here. Oh, I'm using I forgot to mention the astral houses cards from the tea leaf fortune telling cards. This one is for career. So what I do is I put that down and I look at 3 cards. What's the advice, universe, in 3 cards for Cancerians in their career? What's the advice you have for Cancerians in their career this week in 3 cards, please? So I'm just going to close my eyes and take 3 cards out. 1, 2, and 3. You've got so many majors up this week. How many we got? This is big energy, big change. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The majority of the reading is major energy, major arcana energy. So this is a massive week for a change of work. If you're not literally physically making that change, it will be such at that point that you won't be able to avoid it, put it that way. It's amazing energy showing here. Let's have a look. So the advice is gavel, involvement with the law this week in terms of work. So there might be legal documentation, that type of thing to sign. Let's have a look. Tulip, there's great passion this week in terms of work. And apple, okay. Apple says, let's have a look. Temptation will test you in terms of work. Okay, so in terms of work this week, your career this week, what we've got is, some of you guys, it might be that you're tempted to work in a legal capacity maybe, or your passion this week, your great passion is to work within the law. All right, because we've got the law card here, so involvement with the law. So it might be your great passion is to work within the law. So maybe there's a career change involving working legally, for example. Temptation will test you this week in terms of work as well. All right, bear with me, guys. I'm going to come back with your love reading. All right, so let's have a look here. So in terms of love, what have we got? We've got a page of coins. Now he's looking at an object of desire. So the page of coins can mean a physical attraction when you get the page of coins energy. Yeah, to a new lover. I'm seeing you guys being physically attracted, or somebody's attracted to love with you. All right, Cancerians. However, there's a lot of burdens here with the 10 of Wands energy showing up here. Probably this person's already married. I'm seeing you guys being very physically attracted to a new lover, Ace of Cups, but there's a great deal of burdens here. I think with the 10 of Coins, this person might already be married. However, no, it looks to me like this person may be divorced. 10 of Coins and that 3 of Swords. All right, so it's either going to be that, I think that you're physically attracted to a new lover, but some of you guys are feeling very burdened here. It's either that this person's already is just divorced, or it might be that you're divorced. So maybe there's pressures here because you're divorced. Maybe there's a lot of guilt. 10 of Wands can mean to carry a lot of guilt here. Could be because you recently divorced, something like that, or separated from a long-term relationship. 7 of Wands in a love reading can show admiration when you get the 7 of Wands energy, Cancerians. 9 of Wands, though. I think that there is a determination with that 7 of Wands energy. It seems like you want to protect. What do you want to protect? 3 of Cups energy. I think this feels to me like the friendship, the partnership. 3 of Cups can be, it's not third party though. No, it's not. The partnership. It looks to me like you've got a friendship here with someone. What it looks like to me is this, Cancerians. You're very physically attracted, Page of Pentacles, to a new lover, the Ace of Cups. But you seem to be very burdened, either because they're recently divorced, or you're recently divorced or separated. So either this person that you like is recently separated or divorced. If they're just separated, it'll just be from a long-term partnership, or they're divorced from, you know, man or wife, okay? Or it could be vice versa. You're very physically attracted to a new lover, but you're feeling really, really burdened because you're recently separated or divorced, okay? But I do feel that you are determined with this 7 of Wands energy to protect the friendship that you have with this new love, all right? You don't want to give it up, all right? You're very confident with the 6 of Wands energy showing up here. Yeah, that you can become lovers. Nice. If this isn't you, Cancerians, this will be the other person. We'll read it 2 ways. If it's you, you're very physically attracted to a new lover, but there's a lot of pressure here. because some of you guys are recently divorced from a partner, or you've separated from a long-term partner, okay? You know, whether you're married or not, you'll be with someone for a long time and there's been a divorce or a separation. However, I do feel as Cancerians, you'll be very determined to hold on 9 of Wands energy to the friendship, because you're confident that in the future you can become lovers. If this isn't you, then somebody is very physically attracted, Page of Coins, to you, the Ace of Cups, the new lover, okay? But they are feeling very pressured because they are either divorced, or it's because let me try again. Sorry. Somebody's very physically attracted to you. You're the new lover, they're attracted to you. So it's vice versa, it's the other way around. They're feeling really pressured or guilty, either that you are recently divorced or recently separated. However, they may be determined, 7 of Wands, to hold on to the relationship, the 3 of Cups, hold on 9 of Wands to the partnership. This person will be a really good friend to you because they are very confident that in the future you guys can become lovers. So it'll be the other way. It's either. It's either you Cancerians who doesn't want to, you're very physically attracted to someone at the moment. You don't really want to get involved because you've just separated or divorced, but you do want to hold on to the friendship because it's important to you, okay? This is a really important, lovely friendship, okay? And you are very confident that in the future you can become lovers, or it'll be the other way around. Let's have a quick look at what the love advice is for you for the week. What's the love advice you have for Cancerians for the week, please? What's the love advice that you have for Cancerians for the week? Yeah, it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I'm just going to get one more through the tea leaf card. I'm going to go to the love card here. Let's have a look at this one. So, Universe Spirit, what's the advice you have for Cancerians in 3 cards for love? What's the advice you have for them in 3 cards? So look, 1. All 3 come out together. So, dog, protection from a powerful friend in terms of love this week. Finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So there should be protection from a powerful friend, and they're going to warn you of a problem either now or in the near future. Okay, Cancerians. And what's the next one? Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. So, and I think that this is where it comes in with that 10 of Coins and the 3 of Swords. Some of you are feeling burdened because you're either divorced or you're separated. It's either you or the friend. 3 of Cups energy showing here. And that's why it's difficult starting this relationship. You're very physically attracted to this individual. Either you're very physically attracted, Cancerians, or they are to you. But there's a lot of pressure here because there's probably, with this spear, heartache over what you no longer have, which is this 3 of Swords and the 10 of Coins. However, determined, 7 of Wands, to hold on to the friendship because confident that in the future you're going to become lovers. All right. So yeah, that's why that one will show up probably with that. But also some of you guys are very protected from a powerful friend because they're going to warn you of a problem either now or in the near future. All right, very quickly we're going to have a look at wealth, money. Let's have a very quick look at what the money cards are saying to Cancerians before we wrap up. Right, let's put that there. Okay, I've got the right one's career. Oh, I've put the wrong one in there. What is going on? Right, wealth. Here we go. Let's take this out. There we go. Right. So, for money, please. Wealth. Just show me the money situation for Cancerians this week. That needs to go out there. Show me what's going on for money situation for Cancerians this week in 3 cards. What do you see for money for Cancerians this week in 3 cards? Okay, for your money, 1, 2, and oh, hang on, 3. Let's have a look. There we go. Let's have a look at money this week. So we've got wealth. What's happening around money for you guys? Right, target. Okay, so a goal-orientated person is around you concerning money, or you've got a goal concerning money, a bat. Take care, enemies are working against you in terms of your finances, okay? Finally, archway though, new opportunities and possibilities and paths are opening up. So in terms of your money, okay, you might need to focus on your goals, I think, or there might be somebody around you who's goal-orientated in terms of, your money. Maybe this person's got a plan of action for you in terms of how you can kind of, you know, increase or look after your money this week. There may unfortunately be some people around working against you in terms of finances this week. However, there will be new opportunities and possibilities and a pathway opening up in terms of your finances. All right. That is your reading for the week, Cancerians. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe. If you'd like your own private reading with me, click on the in the comments section and it will take you straight through to my website. And also you can get through to my website on the end screen. All right, don't forget to have a look at your October 2019 love reading as well, which is, you can click on that on the end screen as well. Take care. Bye-bye.